Hi, everybody. Real quick video to introduce the class. I always like to do this to make sure that you can find everything that you need. I set up the class maybe differently than other course instructors do, and I want to make sure that you don't miss anything. So I'm going to share my screen, show you the website. Now, I have to say it's a little bit different than you will see perhaps. If nothing else, the layout or the colors might be different. This is an instructor's view, and I've been told that it sometimes varies from what your experience may be. So this is EdPsych 643, of course. The opening module up here, office hours, schedule, and link. I've got the Zoom link to the class. This video can be found right there, of course. I hope you found that. And I'll also add the syllabus to this space so you can find it. Although you can also find the syllabus on this link over here called syllabus. And in that space, another cool part about that page is it shows you when everything is due. You'll see everything is due by midnight of the night that it's due. Now, if you turn something at 12:01, I do not care. If you turn it at 3 in the morning, I also don't care. Basically, I use these deadlines as by the time I get coffee the next day. If you need more time on any kind of assignment because of life or you get held up on something, the sooner you can let me know, the better. But know that everything is doable. We can make arrangements as needed. You'll see the announcements every week. I kind of put an intro to the week, letting you just making sure everybody's familiar with what's going on. You can find them here, but you'll also probably get them as emails to your Ball State account. Here you'll find the assignments. Your view again may look a little bit different than mine. Just wanted to, the reason I point this out is there's 3 kinds of assignments in the class. We call them tests and quizzes, projects and reflections, and then participation and preparedness. Participation and preparedness part, it's only 20% of your grade, but it's where you do most of your actual work as far as number of things that you turn in. Every chapter or every week, roughly, you'll find there is something I call reading evidence. And you can read about this in the syllabus, but basically the reading evidence is for each assignment that, or for each assigned reading that I give you, most of them, I should say, you upload something that demonstrates that you have done the reading for the week. Now, people used to, or many people still use simple reading quizzes, things like that. As somebody who, one of my areas of expertise is human learning, that's not a very effective way to actually promote learning. You can demonstrate that you've opened the book and maybe searched for the right answers, but this provides an opportunity or a requirement that you actually generate the content that you've worked with, show me something that you've done to master it. Basically, what I'm looking for here are your notes. Your reading notes as you go. They can be handwritten, just take a picture and upload them. They can be typewritten, type them out. They can be some other summary statement, like if you just want to write out a review of what the chapter was covering, that's fine. But most people just turn in their notes. And what I found over the years is that the students who are doing the reading actually take notes effectively in some way. And all you have to do is upload those. So I'm not asking you to do anything different for those folks who are already doing the reading in the first place. If you're not sure about what you're doing and you want some advice, I'm happy to give that advice, and I will give it to you in the feedback that you get. But if you want to preview it with me, that's fine. And just read the comments after the first week or so, and you'll get a quick idea of whether or not you're hitting the top points if you want those, or you're getting somewhere in between. I'll basically tell you the 10 points that you can get is where you generate your own notes and you cover the whole chapter. I don't need you to show that you read like the discussion questions at the end, or they sometimes have a sample study at the end. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm just talking about the core content. 8 points, it's clear but incomplete. That means maybe you generated notes for parts of the chapter, but you skipped large swaths of it. 5 points generally goes for people who are doing copy paste. So if you just copy and paste definitions into your evidence and say, see, there I've got it, that's probably not showing me that you've actually generated your own notes. So that's where the difference lies. And again, if you're not sure, or if you get a score back and it's lower than you expected, just let me know. And usually I'll tell you on the first couple of weeks, if you get a lower score, just resubmit and let me know, and everything works out. The class is meant for everybody to do well. There's no gotcha points going on here. Discussion boards happen from time to time. I will tell you that when you are in a discussion space, I do not enter that space myself. You'll get feedback from me separately from the discussion board whenever there's something in here. So when you post something to the discussion board, I read it, but I give you feedback in the student feedback section. I do not load myself into the discussion board itself. Won't talk about that. I won't put the grades and such up. So basically navigation. Here, each module, there are 3 modules in the course. They're about 3 weeks each, is set up with a page like this. When you click on this page, you will see that, I got the week, and please notice that it's week 1, week 1. Some weeks have more than one row because of the different things that happen in the week. Basically, this is a 15-week class. We jam it into 10 weeks. So a couple of weeks have doubled up content. You'll see the reading for the week listed here. If it says chapter 1, that means it's in the textbook. Now, the first couple of chapters, I've loaded PDFs in case people have trouble getting their books in time. Then there's a video. Usually that video is me providing a lecture based on the content. There's also the PowerPoints that go with the video. Sometimes there are 2 PowerPoints because there are 2 videos or there are 2 sets of information for the class coverage in that given week. Over here will be a link to the assignments. You'll see DB stands for discussion board, RE stands for reading evidence. You'll also see an article, critique, and review each module, and of course a test. And I've tried to space these out so you don't get stumbled up and miss an assignment. But sometimes they'll be jammed up. Just pay attention. It depends on what your browser looks like, etc. The requirements of the videos are none. I don't require you to watch them. I recommend it. Some people like to watch the video first, then do the reading. Some people like to do the reading, then watch the video. It's it's up to you. However, it fits your preference as far as how to master the content. The tests are, you can click on the test and it has an explanation of what the test is before you go to submit it. They're not timed. They're take-home exams, open book, open note, all that kind of stuff. I recommend you look at the test for each module early in the module so you can start preparing and paying attention as you're doing your reading and not have to go back and redig everything out. So I think that's it. Let me just make sure. Something else I want you to, oh, by the way, if you have a problem with any of the videos, some of the videos are just loaded up. These are Zoom videos that I've created recently. They will just play in the space. Some videos are in a provider called MediaSite, which is something we have here at the university, and requires it to connect properly. And sometimes browsers don't work right. If you're having trouble with any of the videos, just let me know and I'll help you diagnose that and get it fixed. All right. Look forward to seeing you in class. Have a good day.